And seriously, that was just coincidentally scheduled. That just was on the computer schedule. I didn't stick that in there. It's fitting because we're about to talk about Fester, I guess, almost beating someone's butt in the wheelchair section at Ray J on Saturday night. How the hell did you get there?
All right. First of all, the wheelchair section is the best place to sit.
Now, if you were following this story last fall, I think it was like October or something, when Fester bought the tickets. And what was the deal? You didn't know that you bought tickets in the wheelchair section. You bought the tickets, and then you realized later on, and then you weren't sure whether you needed a wheelchair to be in the wheelchair section. And then your wife was embarrassed and said, I'm not going to go with you. I'm not going to go to the wheelchairs. Remember that whole...
Yeah, none of this worked out the way I thought it would.
Right.
However, in the end, it worked out.
And she didn't even
well.
go with you.
No, she didn't go.
So
She
you
didn't
took
care.
your daughter, Hadley.
Yes, who had the time of her life.
Did she know any of the songs?
Yeah. She even mentioned, she goes, she knows all of the Sting songs that we play on Q105.
Right.
And she knows a lot of the Billy Joel songs. And Billy Joel played her favorite of his songs.
Which is?
We Didn't Start the Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Because it has
I've heard of that one.
Well, that has a new life now because, what, Fall Out Boy?
I don't know.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy did
An updated version of it.
a refreshed version with some more modern current events. I always read that Billy Joel didn't like that song, and I thought he complained about that song, but it was, I think, the first one up in the encore.
It was.
Yeah, it was the first song in the encore. You know, I was in one of the suites for a little bit. Michelle and I got invited to like a whole bunch of different suites. So, you know, we were in
Oh, you guys are pretty popular, huh?
listen,
Not just one. We had a choice.
Whole bunch.
we kind of went down suite. No, I was getting all these texts. Hey, pop into the suite, say hi. So we were in just club seats. We were in the Hyundai Club. We were like section 213, and they were good, nice padded club seats. But then, you know, we kind of bounced in and out of a couple of suites.
Sweet hopping.
Yeah. So it was a great show. Michelle and I enjoyed it. Fester, what happened with you where you're almost beating down some guy in the wheelchair section? That would have been great. Yeah, threw a guy down the stairs like O.J. Simpson in Naked Gun.
So she's looking for a different kind of suite.
Before I get into the story,
Yeah.
I want you to know the guy who I got into this altercation with,
Right.
almost a fight with, was not in a wheelchair. Before I get to wheelchair
Okay,
people,
all right.
you know, writing
There goes all
angry
the
letters.
fun.
Yeah.
That softens it just a little bit.
So Billy Joel's singing this one song he has called Piano Man. Right?
Never heard of it.
Never
Yeah.
heard of that song.
Right. It's
So
something
How does that go?
Something about at a bar. and
What is it,
there's-
like a piano with arms and legs?
I mean, there's like Davy in the Navy. Anyway,
You know what Chloe said, and she was very astute. Billy Joel went on at 9:00.
Yeah.
The first song he should have done was "It's 9:00 on a Saturday."
Good
He
point.
should have opened with that. It would have been perfect timing. Anyway, go ahead.
so every Billy Joel concert I've been to, that's always been the last song. Piano Man was the finale. So he's singing it, and I
But
know he
no,
was.
Piano Man was not the finale on Saturday night.
That is correct.
Right.
So every concert I've been to before, that was the finale. So for some reason, I'm thinking the concert must be wrapping up. Because it was early because I thought we said he would be on to like 11:20 or 11:30,
Yeah,
but
You May Be Right was his last
Right.
song.
and I didn't know he was coming back with that big encore block. Anyway, everybody
Yeah, he
starts,
had a 5-song encore. He did "We Didn't Start the Fire," "Uptown Girl," "Still Rock and Roll to Me." You had to be a big shot. That was the fourth, and then the final number 5 encore was "You May Be Right." Go ahead.
So everybody starts pulling out their cameras. And here's something I don't understand. Why do people feel the need to videotape a concert, especially when you have not up close seats? All this guy is doing, and the audio must suck on these phones. It's not great audio.
I took a 10-second video just
Sure.
to post.
So did I.
But okay.
But this guy's standing here the whole time, right over my shoulder. And it's not like row seats where there's a little bit of separation. He's up on me because I'm in the wheelchair row. And he should be moving around. But, you know, the stadium did a good job of keeping people moving. But this is during Piano Man.
Was he up on you to the point where like your back hair was tickling him?
Were you grinding?
If I were sitting down in my seat, I could have headbutted him in his nuts.
Right.
All right. But I'm standing up, right? My daughter's standing up.
Right.
He's standing up behind me with his cell phone, and
Yep.
his flash is on.
Why is his flash on?
Thank you. And
Oh, you know what? It was probably on. He probably was holding up
he
the
was
cell
recording
phone.
a video. He was
But the light might have been on from when Billy was doing some songs and the crowd was holding up this. The cell phone flashlights are the new Bic lighter.
So
know,
there's cell phone lights all around the stadium.
For the last 15 years at least.
This guy is recording a video of Piano Man.
Right.
So I look back and I go, "Hey, buddy, can you take a step down?" And he goes, "I was like, your light's in my eye." And he's like, "Oh, is my light bothering you?"
Oh.
So I was like, "Yeah." And we're kind of shouting because we're over the music. And he goes, "Hey, how about all those lights over there?" And he points to the other side of the stadium.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right? And I was like,
well, it's a little different.
Right,
lights on the entire opposite side of the field
And-
versus a light a foot away from your retina.
No, I'm with him.
so then I instantly go from 0 to escalation mode.
Good. Okay.
And I said, "Listen, A bleep, you're right over my shoulder." And he looks at me and he snickers.
Oh, I'm starving.
So then I take my phone out.
Was he hangry?
I
Did he need a
turn,
Snickers? It's not like you needed a Snickers.
I look at him.
Yeah.
I take my cell phone out. I turn my flash on. And while everybody's looking at Billy Joel,
You shined it in his eyes?
my back is to Billy Joel, and
Right.
I'm holding my cell phone right in his
Oh,
face
my-
with my eye. And I go, "See what I mean? See what I mean?"
Wait,
and
you-
then I dropped a bleep face on him. See what I mean? Bleep face.
Ass face?
Close.
S-bomb face?
Mm.
What?
Oh,
F face.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
you called him an F face?
That is
Hold
my-
on. Is this all in front of your 12-year-old daughter?
Hadley's right there, who I learn for the first time
Right.
is the worst person to have when daddy's about to be in a fight because she starts laughing. She was so excited. She's laughing out loud. And I'm thinking, I'm going to get into a fight with this guy any second now. And I'm like, "See what I mean?"
Was he
See-
big, the dude?
He was, I mean, I didn't size him up too well. I mean, I don't think he was bigger than me.
And this was Piano Man, so that was the 17th song, and it was before the 5-song encore
Right.
for the big finale. What if you would have gotten ejected? You would have missed We Didn't Start the Fire, Uptown Girl, Still Rock and Roll to Me.
She said, "Hey, it's not Flashlight Man, it's Piano
Yeah,
Man."
and I'm like, I'm yelling at him during the song. I'm like, "How's your video turning out? How's your video? You see what I mean? How do you like the light?"
Wait, but so you're ruining the audio by
Yeah.
yelling?
Cursing at him, yelling at him over his video. And then the song's over. And I said, "I hope you enjoy your video." He goes, "Yeah, I'm going to send it to my kids." And I was like they never heard Piano Man before. And,
Jeez.
and
You know what, Fester? I'm
Grump.
really happy that you did not take his phone from him because sometimes you want to do that. You're like,
Well, I mean,
okay, I'm just going
That's
to
a
rip your phone out of your
battery.
hand.
That
can't
could
do
be a chargeable offense.
Yeah, and isn't it like it's even higher than that now because phones are so expensive?
I
So
mean,
what theft could it be
a
classified
felony
as?
if it was $1,000 phone. I don't
Was
know.
Exactly.
security nearby, or
There were so
did
many
anyone
people,
step in? Or?
No, there were so many people there. And a lot of people thought the concert were wrapping up. So people who were in the seats of the 300 level are now kind of meandering down. So the wheelchair row and walkway was packed. And this guy's right over my shoulder with the thing. I led into him.
Did
and
he know you were Fester from the MJ Morning
I
Show?
told him. I was like,
What?
"Do you know who I
No,
am?"
you didn't.
No,
No,
of
he
course
didn't.
not. I don't
It's not
think
like
that.
No, but he might have recognized you. You've
I
been
mean,
around for a long time.
We were invited to
I don't-
several suites.
I don't need bad PR.
I don't
you know.
care about PR. What's going to happen? Yeah. Ooh.
I'll smack a guy in the
Yeah,
face.
seriously, I don't care at all. I am so oblivious to what I'm doing whenever I'm out.
Can
I
you
don't
imagine
care.
if Fester got arrested at Ray J at the Billy Joel concert?
And my daughter would have laughed. Though it's not just like she's chuckling or smirking
Yeah.
or giggling. She's like, "Ha!"
What if you were
Full
arrested? What if you were put into the holding cell at Ray J, which they do have? They have
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a TPD,
Right.
HCSO. They have a holding cell. What about your daughter? What if you ever think about what if you got arrested or detained? What would have happened to your daughter?
Does the stadium not have like a juvie?
Juvie jail.
Stick her in there for a couple hours. That would be fine.